Hey guys, Sean Cardwell here with TheVaultProScooters. We're doing my custom build today. It's called hmurda'd, and you'll see why. It's all black on black on black. Starting out at the top, we're gonna be running Odi Softies, my personal favorite grip. I've been running these ever since they were still long necks and super hard. Now you don't have to boil them or anything. They already come out of the box, ready to go, super soft, already broken in. We installed those on some black, of course, affinity bars. These guys are gonna be 24 wide, 28 tall, coming in stock. We're gonna be installing those bars into a Proto baby SCS clamp. Since we're not doing oversized bars, we don't need to do the full size Proto, and this is gonna add 1.5 inches to the total height of your bar. So if you don't cut your bars on this, it'll come in at 29.5 inches tall. So you probably need to trim your bars a little bit. The headset we're gonna be running today is a TSI integrated sealed headset. We're running this one because it's black. That's gonna be going on to a tilt legacy fork, keeping the trend going with black. This one's meant for SCS. It's got the F5 axle in it, and it's a really beefy fork, which is gonna go good with our beefy deck. Speaking of which, we're running the 5 wide Phoenix Ion deck today. Black, of course. These decks are pretty new to the market. 5 inches wide, 22 inches long. So plenty of foot space for our bigger riders out there. You're gonna be rolling on some black on black full core Proto grippers. I personally like the grippers more than the sliders, softer. Just feels like a smoother ride. Been running those ever since they dropped back in 2009, I believe. And then to finish it off, our grip tape's gonna be Hella Grip Premium Sloth Grip. Again, just helping out the homies, showing our support for those scooter brands out there, like TSI, Proto, Affinity, and Hella Grip. All right guys, we're gonna start out gripping it before anything's assembled. Just makes it a little bit easier to grip it when you have an empty deck. Voila, get the Hella Grip gripped on. We can throw our brake back on. The brake that comes on this deck has a little piece of rubber underneath it to make sure it's a lot easier to dial up. Helps dampen the noise of a metal brake rattling around. It's also got 3 bolts. Since there's 3, you really don't need to over tighten them. Just get them pretty snug and just keep an eye on them. If you see them start to wobble out, then you can just tighten it a little bit more.
Keep an eye on them, because it's a Phoenix.
Keep an eye on them. Oh my God. If you want to keep your scooter nice, you're spending lots of money on it, and you want to perform to the top notch that you're paying for, you should really grease your headset cups prior. That's why I threw on these gloves. They're a little bit shredded after that grip tape job. But they'll still keep me from getting too greasy. So you don't want to do an overkill on grease, just light little bit. And then I'll actually take my finger and rub it around the entire inside of the cup. This can help keep your headset from starting to creak. If you've ever had a headset for quite a while and you're just riding it and it just kind of creaks a lot, this can sometimes help in a preventative sense. If you've already gotten it, if it's already creaking, it might not help you out. Nice thing about the Tilt Legacy fork is it has an integrated crown race, so you don't have to deal with the struggles of hitting on your crown race. It's already on there. So any integrated sealed headset will work perfectly with that. Don't forget to put your compression ring into the headset. It already comes on there, but we get calls all the time of my headset not working. Chances are you don't have your compression ring in there. All right, time to put on our black on black full core Proto wheels. These are a throwback to the original design when Proto came out. All they had was the full core design, not the iconic 5-spoke star that you all know and love today. Ooh, that's already looking really good. That's why we chose the Tilt Legacy, a little bit beefier than the Nimbus, just to go really good with this 5-inch wide, 22-inch long Phoenix Ion deck. Now we're gonna throw on the back wheel right here. Get that Allen wrench out of the way. Make sure you don't lose your spacers for your deck, because they are made specifically for this model. A little trick of the trade, get one side of your spacer in first. Then you can pull it up halfway and slide in the others without having to worry too much about gravity messing you up, since it'll hold it in place. Proto babies come a little bit snug from the factory, so as you can, that's upside down. So as you can see, it doesn't quite fit easily over the fork. So what we're gonna have to do is a little bit old school method, and that is called stretching the fork, or stretching the clamp. We have our handy dandy clamp spreader washer right here. Put it in so it's not gonna get in the way of the fork, just barely in there. And as you tighten this bolt, it will actually start to wedge the clamp apart. So earlier it wouldn't fit on the fork. Now you can see it's gonna slide right on. And since it comes snug, the bars will probably be the same case, so I'll leave it pried apart until I'm ready to tighten everything down together. So we're gonna take our tilt top cap, pre-greased from Tilt Directly, and we're gonna install that in. We don't need any headset spacers on this, so this is gonna be a very clean looking build. We have our other bolts sitting to the side. You don't wanna have any bolts in here when you're spreading your clamp, just the one that's meant for spreading. And now we have our Affinity T-bars right here. We're actually gonna install the Affinity sticker on there right now. There we go. Now our Affinity bars are branded. I like the style of putting a little off to the side. You can do it yourself, any way you like it. Now to slide our bars on. Since we do have the clamp wedged apart, I'm just gonna eyeball it. Try to keep everything straight before we unwedge it. Because once it's unwedged and it's a tight fit, it's gonna be a little difficult to correct it. All right guys, we just finished building the hmurda'd complete custom here. Let's check out our finished product. Came together really nicely. We got the Odi Softies, black Affinities, black Proto SES, baby SES, tilt forks, all that good stuff. The black on black came together really nice. The only not black we have is a couple of the white graphics, the silver brake. I mean, that's not too bad. Altogether, this thing is a tank, 5-inch wide, 22 long, full core Protos. This thing will handle any abuse you can throw at it. Let's do a drop test. So there's just a little bit of rattle hanging in there just because the back spacers can wobble around a little bit. Other than that, this thing is dialed and ready to go. Make sure to like the video, comment below what you liked, didn't like, any custom builds you want to see after this, subscribe, and see you next time, YouTube.